Alright, welcome guys, welcome. So as I promised before, with the guys reveal open that I made, I'm gonna make a real quick video of how I set it up for F125. Now that I have it for almost a week or more, something like that, I get the chance to try some different settings, and now I found a sweet spot for myself, and you can try that out as well and see how you like it. So to start off, I think we should go just the basic, which is the wheel itself. Here how it looks like, very quick. So I like the two double clutch. You have the shifter, the clutch on both sides, and which is perfect. I love it, the buttons light and everything, the knobs. I especially love this one, really the brake bias on each side here, and which is just lovely. You can change brake bias right before hitting the corners. Same for ERS. So yeah, the wheel is really what I was hoping for, to get me really be able to have more control with the car. So I hope you guys are as well gonna love it. So let's go dive into the main part, which is literally the Moza Pit House. First thing to do, like I said on my other videos, are gonna show up on top or somewhere in the screen. It's the same setting in terms of wheelbase. The only difference is the wheel itself. Though the Moza R9 is still the same, but I don't have anything else. Make sure everything is updated. The wheelbase, the wheel, and the frame manager, everything is updated. The same for the system settings. The Moza Pit House itself need to be the latest version, because sometimes if you are late one version on this one, that can make you lose force feedback during the race. I just find out that on my own depends. After you make any software update on the wheel or the wheelbase, the software itself gonna ask you to calibrate again your wheelbase or your wheel. You can do it at that time, or you can come back later here to recalibrate your wheelbase or recalibrate your pedals, basically, when you do that. Errors firmware, whichever you want to do, you can find everything here. I'm at the latest version, so I'm cool. This first thing, remember this number 85. It is my force feedback, what I said it max. That's everything higher than that gonna be too strong for my small arm, so I don't want that. And I have it 85 in here and 75 in the game, so I have a 10% gap. The wheel maximum rotation is 280. You can always set it to default to value or personalized value when you click here, and just set the value you want. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. If you go here as well, I have my preset loading. The wheelbase itself are the same with the CSP, like the video I did. It's the same. I didn't change anything. The only thing I changed is maybe the wheel rotation from 300 to 280, which now that the flickering is kind of a thing, you may want to lower that to help you do it in some specific corner, not to ruin your tire, basically. So here's the KS really quick. So 100 by default, 100 by default. Game force feedback 85%, like I said. Maximum wheel speed 100%. Yeah, I don't want anything more than that. I want to have the same match with that. Advanced settings, everything is on default. The only thing working is the damping for F124, 25. Yeah, that's the only settings you're gonna be worried about, game damping. That's it. No game spring, no game inertia, just game damping. Uh, equalizer. This is my settings. I don't know if I don't think it is default. I think I made this one customs. After a few try and error, I like it how it is. You can use that as well. Don't ask me to explain you. That's too long. Everything else is by default, basically. Base, bolt off, whatever it is just by default. There is one thing I think it's really important, which is the here. Okay, when you come to the wheel, you have all the button and everything, numbers and everything. You can have this screen next to your game when you're doing the settings. That's gonna be easier. You can calibrate the pedal as well here if you want to. The dual clutch, here you go. Dual clutch, there are two buttons on each side, left and right. I have it has access combined, because what I do when I do a restart, I press both of them. When I'm at 4 light, I release one, so that at that time I'm at 50% travel pedal, which is still enough do not give me a drive to, so as soon as the light goes off, I left it. I kind of have like a good lunch out of the line basically, which I love as well. You can use access plate if you want to, button, anything, but I find access combine is what suits me the best, with the fact that I can go almost half clutch before going off the line basically. And everything else is by default. The settings here, key combination setting, don't use any of this because this is, I don't recommend it, because if anything is, let's say, just set the max angle to 360 at some point during the race, depending on the key combination or the button combination, you're gonna get yourself understated, because max wheel rotation just change when you hit certain button at the wrong moment basically. So you want everything here off, otherwise you may lose force feedback at the middle of the race, or get your wheel center back when you don't want to, or an increase or a decrease of your maximum rotation when you do not intend to. You don't want any of these on basically. Indicator settings, I set it brightness 80%. This I don't use it because my main telemetry go to SimHub. This is where I have everything set, and that's why I don't use it. You don't have my light on the wheel on, because I have a dashboard that's play that role basically, which you can see is right here. So yeah, here you have it. And bottom light settings, not even something I worry about. That's all setting, because I don't have a pedal, Moza pedal. I have a Fanatec pedal, so we don't need to lose time here. Basically, I have a sim hub, which is all my data arms. I have my tablet on. This is a control. This is where I use the buttons to get different dash screen, which is the nub key. So I use this nub keys. You see this one, which is mainly where I can change this dashboard screen depending on what I want to look real quick basically. Here you have it. This is all for the pit house. We can close it, and I think I have something else I use as well, which is team telemetry as well. I use this knob here where I put it screen, as you can see. I don't know if you can see. I cannot see yet. You can see basically. Here you go. Right. You see I have a screen, if you can read it. So screen means that on this screen I can move different tab depending on what I want basically. So if I do that, I can, you can see I can scroll by just hitting this tab. I can scroll it by just hitting the tab basically. So this is my button for that. The game is playing in the background. So alright, now that we have everything set up, let's go check the game itself and see how I set it up real quick. Hadja, whatever it is. Let's go. First of all, is we have it. Here you go. Control feedback. Generic setting is the same. Nothing default on hold. Everything is just the same. Moza KS All, which is the name I use. The calibration is 100% for steering rate and only a dead zone for total and brake zone. Vibration force feedback, like I said, you have 75% here. At the same time, I have 85% in the Moza Pit House. So if I try to compare both, let me make sure you can see both. Alright, so here you should be able to see both, right?
Okay, radio check.
75% on the game, 85% on the Moza Pit House. 280, 280. 280, 280. No change. That's the same steering rate, but the force feedback, there's a 10% gap, which I found out is really perfect. Let's say it that way. Okay, let's hide this one again. Here you go. Alright, now that we have everything, this is my settings for the new wheels. You can go through it and check it out. Take your time. This is the clutch, a dual clutch, which is kind of one button but still two button. Here you have it. Look back force, everything is here. And yeah, let's display this one more time and go to the wheel. Have it big. Here you go, so you can have it, see it like this at the same time I'm doing the button. So you got look back here, Look left, look right, that's it. Activate ERS 33. Limit, the same thing. MFD button, you can check it through everything, and the button number 2 and button number 1 as well. But I have some shortcut as well. Overtake, which is the ERS button. Manual pit stop. Navigate is just a menu. You can choose whatever you feel comfortable with, to be honest. Nothing big deal about it. This is a shortcut where I have the car setup panel where I had see my ERS medium mode, or but brake bias or stuff, or my my fuel level. Have the pit setup panel, which gonna give me if I am gonna set for next pit stop medium hard, or stuff like that. Basically, I don't have car damage panel, car engine neither, but I have car temperature because you can need to see whether your tire is hitting or not. I have another overlay that show me my tire wear, so I don't worry about that. Brake bias, like I said, this is a 2 knob, so I love to use for brake bias. This one, you see this one right there on my left thumb, brake bias. Yep, if you scroll down, you want to see ERS mode, which is this one and this one, number 19, number 20, and here you go. UDP action, like I said, UDP action 1 is for my overlay. UDP action 2 is basically for the screen right here, where I'm gonna change from one screen to another when I use team telemetry. And UDP action 3 is for to change the gap on my leaderboard when I use that as well. So that's one of the things I use. It just, you can use the UDP action for team telemetry, for example. That's the only thing you can see it. You can always pause and get the right information. So yeah, this is how I set my Moza KS Wheel for everything. So now let's have an example. If I try to basically get off the line and see if the use of the double clutch, basically. I don't know. Okay, you have it. If I left, so this is gonna be my finger. If I left it, you will see it. If I left this one, you're gonna see it as well. So just pay attention to that in the meantime. So let's go, just restart. The game is kind of FPS, but I guess it must be just a bug or something like that. So, but still, let's go with that and see what's going on. I'm gonna use both of them. I'm gonna leave this one first before to use the second one. So just keep an eye out for that, basically. I hope you'll be able to see from here. But anyway, let's go and see. You understand. So go to 1000, left the left one, and here we go. You see. But the game somehow kind of bugged because I'm using a lot of sources right now, so. Oops. Anyway. I think the fact that I'm using a lot of stuff at the same time is just my PC say, okay, I need a break, basically. But anyway, you can use the dual clutch that way. You hold both of them, and when we are at 3 or 4 lights, you can let go of one and still be and still not let the car go, because you still have 50% of clutch. And as soon as the lights goes off, you can left the clutch and just gonna give you a good start. That's how I set it up. If you have any question or anything, just ping me or send me a comment and I will check that out. I appreciate you watching these videos. If you like it, give me a like. I would love to make more of those. So in the meantime, you guys take care of yourself. Bye.